I heard about this challenge through it was a family at our school who I think they had done challenges before with you. I think her son actually did the bridge project and he won that project, so that was kind of cool. And she emailed us about this challenge, and I saw the shipbuilding challenge. I knew I immediately wanted to do it. I always had kind of an interest in building ships, like drawing different designs for ships, and like naval architecture is also something I've been interested in for a while. I began by just doing research about like what a bulk carrier is and just general design features. And then then we did all the math for the project, just trying to figure out. The biggest thing that we did was the beam. We did calculate the beam for 6 pounds of sugar exactly, and that was 3 inches. And then it worked perfectly, but we know we need to have more for having a bigger ship and a lot extra weight. So we calculated that. We also calculated things like the displacement. We calculated the block coefficient, the area of the water plane, and things like that. Just basic formulas for calculating a ship. So after that, we started designing it and building it, and that was a long process. It was a lot more fun though, because you actually get to see your hard work come together. And we built it using it was like a foam poster board kind of thing. We built that and then we hardened it and with an epoxy, and we also used that to even out all the curves or places where we messed up, like uneven surfaces. And then we fiberglassed it and painted it, and that was pretty much the design process. And then we added like all the exterior finishing touches. We were testing in the hot tub because it's saltwater hot tub, so just to get an idea of how the ship will float in salt water. We did it a few times uh, initially after we fiberglassed it, and then we wired out the engine room, and we tested it right after that just to make sure it would float. And we also tested it like right after we fiberglassed. I think we tested it like three, four, 5 times, something like that. My coach was my dad, so it was interesting sometimes working with him. It was nice that was just within the family, just building it here, and so that was kind of a plus. And also just having my dad teach you was kind of cool. I was pretty confident, but seeing the underwater hazard, it looked like it was like a half inch, and it because I don't know, it just looked really shallow, and I wasn't really I don't know. I never had done a test in 2 inches of water, so that was I was kind of nervous about that. But it went over it fine, and it sailed perfectly well, and I was really excited and glad everything worked out well. It was just interesting, like learning everything that goes into building a ship, and this we didn't even like scratch the surface. There's a whole bunch more like with calculus and so many more formulas that you can do when building a ship. For mine, it was easy because there's so much given, and it was also easy because bulk carriers are pretty square. Uh, there's not a lot of curves in them, so. But just learning all these different formulas was surprising. It was a lot of fun. It was a good learning experience, especially if you want to have like a career in naval architecture or study it in college. It also like look good on your resume. The part I enjoyed the most was building it, definitely. It was a lot of fun. We had a general plan, but we didn't exactly we kind of followed it, but a lot of it was just working on the go and seeing what will work. We kind of adapted as time went on because we realized some things would work, some things wouldn't work, and that was pretty fun. I wasn't really sure how it was going to go, but I'm glad it turned out really well. I hope I can do it next year. It would be a lot of fun if I could, and maybe have a bigger team with some classmates of mine building a ship.